Hello everyone. My name is Cam. This is my first video. As you can see, I'm a massive Seattle Seahawks fan, but this channel is not going to be about that for right now. It's going to be about the sports that are being played right now, such as hockey playoffs and baseball, college baseball, MLB, and then right now the NCAA college softball super regionals will be starting this evening. So I'll be talking about that. But for this first video, I'll be talking about the NHL playoffs, which, as we all know, is in the Eastern Conference and Western Conference finals. Right now, we have the Dallas Stars and the Las Vegas Golden Knights in the Western Conference finals, and we just found out last night that the Florida Panthers will be moving on to the Stanley Cup finals for the first time since 1996. So I'm going to be breaking down of how that came into play and how the Panthers moved on. Also going to be talking about tonight's big matchup between the Las Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars in Game 4. So first I'm going to be talking about the Florida Panthers. They swept the Carolina Hurricanes in 4 games, which is pretty remarkable seeing what Carolina has done these past couple seasons on the ice against, various playoff teams. They were able to beat the New Jersey Devils and the New York Islanders in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs, but then they ran into a Florida team where it was just on a hot streak. They outlasted the number 1 team in the league that being the Boston Bruins. They also beat, I believe, was the Toronto Maple Leafs in 6 games, I believe, and then they swept Carolina in 4. So they're very hot right now. They have a great front line with Matthew Tkachuk, Sam Bennett, Sam Reinhart. Amazing goaltending with Sergei Bobrovsky, and in my opinion, I believe that is the key that's going to make that brought them to the Stanley Cup. And if they are to go all the way and win, I think Sergei Bobrovsky and Matthew Tkachuk are 2 players that either Vegas or Dallas, whoever wins this series in the Western Conference, is going to have to pay real close attention to. Sergei Bobrovsky has done amazing. I mean, he has so many saves. He took over for very young goaltender in the first round of the playoffs when they played Boston. They took over for him. I'm blanking on his name, but he did an amazing job. Oh, Alex Lyon is who his name was. Alex Lyon did an amazing job, and then the Boston Bruins, they just kept going at it and going after him, and he had no answer, so they had no choice but to put in Sergei Bobrovsky, who has playoff experience with the Columbus Blue Jackets and now with the Florida Panthers. So that is what Jonathan Marchessault show and the Vegas Golden Knights are going to have to do to stop Sergei Bobrovsky, Matthew Tkachuk, and the Florida Panthers, because they are on a very good team that's on a hot streak right now. It's very hard to stop. So as for Jonathan Marchessault, let's talk a little bit about the Vegas Golden Knights and why I believe they can sweep the Dallas Stars this evening in enemy territory in Dallas this evening. I think not only on the offensive side they have Jonathan Marchessault, but their goaltender, once again, Adin Hill, is amazing. Hill took over in Game 3 in the semifinal round of the Western Conference against the Edmonton Oilers. He took over for the injured Laurent Rousseau on May 8th, and since then, he has 230 saves through 7 games, averaging 32 saves per game. And one thing that the Dallas Stars are going to have to watch out for is the amazing front line of the Vegas Golden Knights. I mentioned Jonathan Marchessault, but they also have Chandler Stevenson, Mark Stone. Who else? I can name a few. Those are just to name a few. Those are the 3 players offensively that they have that are very good. I know Brett Howden plays on that front line. He's an amazing offensive player. So those are just some players to name a few that the Stars are really going to have to look out for if they want to not only get back and somehow win 3 games in a row and even the series up for a Game 7, but even just to win tonight. It's going to be very, very hard for them. They're young rookies. Jason Robertson, he can't do it on his own. He's been incredible in this playoffs, in this series especially, but, he's a young player, and their young goaltender, Jake Ottinger, he can't do it alone either. So they're going to have to really step up defensively and stop Marchessault and the Golden Knights, and we'll see what happens. But, I just wanted to share my thoughts on this evening's game between the Vegas Golden Knights and the Dallas Stars. So, thank you.